It's a new year, which means it's time for some resolutions. Here's why every runner should have these 3 goals for 2025. Now I get it, I hear you. Every runner loves to make lofty New Year's resolutions and end up quitting by the second week of January. But I believe if you make these 3 goals a priority in 2025, not only will you have a successful year, but you might end up reaching other goals you've set for yourself throughout the year as well. They don't just apply to me, they apply to every runner and drive long-term success. So I'm going to lay out these 3 goals, explain how they work, and give some examples of some of my personal goals for the year, and hopefully that leads to an awesome 2025. Let's go, and thank you for watching. So my first goal for 2025 is to get healthy. I recently had surgery on my left ankle, and I made a video about that, explaining why I needed that surgery and what exactly it was. Suffice to say, the first week of January here, I had my 2-week post-op follow-up appointment with the doctor. They removed my stitches and they told me the guidance for the next 2 weeks. That guidance was essentially not to run for another 2 weeks, which puts me at 0 miles through the bulk of January. Once I can start to run again, I want to build up slowly and prevent any further injury or setbacks so I can run healthily for the rest of the year and hopefully for the rest of my life too. And then I want to prevent any injuries throughout the year. Like in 2024, I had a little bit of shin tendonitis in addition to my usual left ankle issues. And that was kind of my fault because I went on a long run without fully breaking in a new pair of shoes. If another nagging injury like that comes up again, I want to treat it properly, take time off, rest it as I need to. That was definitely a hard lesson to learn in 2024 because I was very ambitious at the beginning of the year, but I didn't appropriately listen to my body, and it caused me that bit of injury for a month or 2. That set me back on my marathon goal and my 5K times as well. So for every runner out there, it's important to listen to your body, take the appropriate amount of time to transition shoes as you get a new pair or a different style of shoe, and take the appropriate time to rest and allow your body to heal. All right. My second goal for the year is to be consistent. I've never been one to have a flat bar of high mileage on my Strava, but I did pretty good in 2024, barring some injury and a very high peak when I did an ultramarathon. Otherwise, my Strava usually looks fairly up and down, not very consistent. Some high mileage weeks, but some sort of low mileage weeks. This year, I want to have a stretch goal of having a streak of 5 50-mile per week. That also shows up in planning my week out a little better, including more track workouts and long runs, getting those in consistently. Hopefully, that leads to about 200 active days and about 1,500 miles for the year, which is a healthy increase from 2024, about 20 or so %. I'm hopeful that if I can get back healthy, be consistent, then I can meet my goals for my marathon times and my 5K times, which would be to PR my marathon at 3 hours and 8 minutes, hopefully break 3 hours and get 2 of them in throughout the year. For my 5Ks, I'd like to do 5 races this year, hopefully break 17 minutes, maybe even PR at 16 minutes and 36 seconds for that 5K. I think that's pretty ambitious, but setting me up for success. Now, obviously, for different levels of runners, those are going to be different times. Your PRs are all unique to you, and so I encourage you to set a somewhat ambitious goal, achieve that goal through having consistency, planning out your weeks, planning out your months, your training until you reach your race, and hopefully it goes well for you. My last goal for 2025 is to have as much fun with it as I possibly can. That means going on runs with friends and family as often as I can, participating in more group runs around Grand Rapids, trying to get in different types of runs that I don't often do otherwise. To me, that looks like going on trail runs, going on beach runs, going on runs in the mountains while I'm on vacation if I can. It might not happen in the exact quantity as I want, maybe 50 miles per type, but to go on a few of those runs would be a lot of fun. All right, I hope these goals make sense to you and you find them helpful. I encourage you to go out there and make some ambitious goals for this year. Even if you don't succeed at them, using these 3 practices will help you get closer than you have before and will set you up for long-term success. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it some love. If you have any questions or comments, I always answer them down below in the comments section. And if you want to support the channel, be sure to subscribe, or I also have a Patreon and a Redbubble that you can support a little bit more directly. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate you so much, and I will see you in the next one. And hopefully we'll be able to get outside soon and get some good running and cycling in this year.